your hand for the second question. We'll get a microphone to you. Go ahead with the first question.
Cal, what happened to Duran there and how is he?
He's fine. I think he got tired. Played a lot of minutes. 30 minutes, 31 minutes. So I think he was getting tired.
Not an injury?
No.
How much is Duran giving you the kind of consistent production?
Both. Let me just tell you, the extra time that he's spending on that basketball court, before practice, after practice, you're all seeing the benefit of it. You know, and the guys that are going and stretching and lifting and doing things before breakfast, that's another group of guys. And you'll see them start to get better. I like to say, you know, you get what you deserve in basketball and in life. You want to spend that extra time, there's going to be a result. Now, it doesn't happen in a day, but when you start linking days together, weeks together, months together, you start seeing it. Darius Miller, same thing. I mean, Darius was better. I'm glad he made shots today because we need him to make threes. We're, you know, look, everybody, we're a good three-point shooting team, but that's not how we play. I thought Marcus Teague did a tremendous job of running our team. You know, he had some turnovers there at the end, but he did a tremendous job of running the team. He had 2 or 3 balls that I said he should have passed, that he tried to score, but he's learning, and he listens. He's, everything I'm saying, he says, I got you, I got you.
Cal, speaking of Marcus, where is he in terms of his learning curve and where you want him to be or expect him to be at this point in the season?
He's fine. He's fine. I mean, what we're saying to him offensively is shooting the ball. You're shooting it to keep them honest. You shoot jumpers to keep them honest. If someone's on you, you're not shooting a jumper. Drive the ball, get it started up. If they're not on you, you keep them honest. And it makes it simpler. The guy's on you, you're not going to juke and pull up and shoot a jumper, I'm going to take you out. And the reason is you got the ball 75% of the time. You got the ball the whole game, so you can't take the ball and shoot all the balls. You can't do that. But, like today, he had drives, he had plays. There were 2 or 3 plays he should have passed the ball. He reverted a little bit, but short of that, I thought he did a pretty good job. Now, defensively, you know, you got to give Samford credit. They shot better against us than just about any team we've played this year. Why? And that was shooting 18% from the 3 because we stopped playing. They're a team that's going to pass it 4 or 5 times and then back cut you, back screen you, and a group of freshmen stop playing. So they beat us on back doors, they beat us on back screens, they beat us on diagonal screens. All they had to do was throw it 4 times, and someone was going to stop playing, and they did. But that's what happens when you got a freshman team.
John, referring to what you were just talking about, the way they back cut you, how valuable is it to have this experience against that particular offense when you may see it down the road, maybe even in the NCAA tournament?
Well, what happened last year, we had to play Princeton. And we after playing in it, I think now if we had to play a team in the NCAA tournament that plays this way, I think the game preparation, they'll understand why we're preparing the way we are. I'm not sure they understood when we did it today, in the last few days to prepare for this game.
No Terrence, Darius steps up, has a pretty good game. He was out there early, shooting almost before the lights came on. Just think about his effort, what you see from him.
I thought he was good. He had lapses of being unaggressive, of being passive. He had lapses, but the majority of the game he played aggressively. We need him to come up with more balls. I mean, he had 2 rebounds in 30 minutes. Come on now, you're 6'7" and you put your head on the rim. Why aren't you getting those balls? Because I got to go in there and there are people in there. Go in there and get 8 rebounds. Go do it. In 30 minutes, at his size, the way he is athletically and his build, but he's got to put, and I'm going to say this again, as he starts playing more and more aggressively, rebounding, defending, bumping, grinding, he will make more threes. He will be more of an aggressive three-point shooter. And he was today. He missed one that he and I both thought, I thought it was down, and he thought it was down, or he'd have gone 4 for 6.
And I think the fans will wonder about Terrence and his status long term. What's your thoughts on that?
I'll probably make him the 13th man now that we won without him. And he'll be fine. We just got to get him back. And it's good that he wasn't here for Kyle, for Eloy, for Darius, and it ends up working out well. I mean, it's fine. When he comes back, he's an All-American. He's one of our best players, and you know, anything when there's the other side of the Kentucky effect. The Kentucky effect is you can present it in a way that everything happens in a good, but when something goes wrong, it goes the other way 1,000 times over. So the Kentucky effect works both ways. You don't play well, all of a sudden the world's ending. Oh my gosh, he stinks. I mean, that's the other side of this.
Cal, over here. Speaking of Kyle, what are you looking for from him in this stretch, and how do you think he played tonight?
Well, he didn't make shots, and I thought he needs to be better defensively than he was. But he's fighting and he's trying, and I'm getting on him, and he's responding to it. When he missed all those shots, I told the team we're going back at him because I want to see if you have the courage to make a shot now that you haven't made one. And he came back and made that three. You know, we were trying to get Marcus Teague to get him some shots, and Marcus kept going and driving it. Now, Darius got him the shot. It came off the screen and threw it back to him, and he was wide open. But, you know, he's going to be fine. He'll be fine.
John, on Darius, what you were talking about earlier, how is playing aggressive defense connected to being a better three-point shooter?
Because it gets you here aggressively. And if you're getting pounded and you can't come up with a ball and you're getting beat on defense, when you go to shoot a ball, you're like a deer in headlights. Believe me, I've done this a long time. So when you're out there stopping somebody, you dive on the floor for a ball, you rebound one above the rim, they throw you the ball, you nail that three, and as you release it, you start running back. The other guy, oh my gosh, I gotta shoot this. And that's why you dive on the floor, you take a charge, you come up with a tough rebound. You want all that to happen before you get a three.
Coach, back here, you had said previously, kind of leading up to this game, you wanted to see a more vicious team. And earlier, you were talking about the freshmen giving up. What is it going to take to get that all-out, crazy pound and beat them by 50 kind of?
Well, it's not to beat them by 50. It's just to sustain an effort, and we're just not ready. You know, we've done a lot of conditioning here and a lot of practice time. Our execution was better, you know, because we're working on it. Defensively, the biggest thing we've been working on both ends of the floor is talking. We talk much better today. We're trying to get them to start bouncing on defense, so we're more active than we were today. More alert to back cuts and all those kind of things. We just got a long way to go. Our press, probably got to start working on it if we're going to use it more. I mean, but I'm going to say this. You can't be great at everything. The teams that press normally can't guard you in the half court. So they got to press. And if you get it over half court and pass it 4 times, you're going to get a great shot. We want to be a team that can press you, but when we get in that half court, we lock you down. But that's hard. You know, it's hard to do.
John, do you talk a little bit about the way that Eloy's playing and you're seeing signs of him that what you're wanting and what you're getting out of him?
Yeah, I liked what he did today. He kept a lot of balls free. He had 7 rebounds in 17 minutes. We even went at him offensively. He scored the ball. He's getting better. Again, the hardest thing for a guy like Eloy, can you wait for your opportunity? I was coaching UMass '96, and who did we play in the Final Four? Oh, we played Kentucky. And I played a kid that didn't play all year. He played well in that game, if you remember. Edgar Padilla's brother, who did not play all season. And Billy Packer in that game said, he's putting in Edgar Padilla. Edgar Padilla's stats. Oh my, he doesn't have any stats. This kid has no stats. He's putting him in the final. And the kid went bonkers. From that game, he got a contract to play in South America. Played 1 game in that stage. Eloy Vargas is going to have his opportunities. Can he stay focused so when they come, he's ready to go? And he's ready to prove that he should be playing more. The other side of it is, you know, and I'm not saying he's doing this, but the guy pouts or, you know, oh, I should be this, or you start making excuses, or you're embarrassed. Then when your opportunity comes, you're going to blame somebody because you're going to drop the ball and it's going to be someone else's fault. What Eloy's doing right now is he's biding his time and he's waiting. And You know, I just want him to do well, and by the end of the year, he's one of those guys when we go to, he physically can play. There are going to be games where Kyle cannot be in there because of who he's got to guard against, who he's going to have to guard, and Eloy can't. That's what's good about our team.
Last question.
John, just from a human interest standpoint, what was your reaction to Sam Malone, another major thing?
Well, he's had 4 knee surgeries now. This is his 4th. And, you know, obviously I know his family very well. I called his father and his mother last night, and I talked to Sam last night. I was in Florida and called from there. And I just, you know, I feel bad for the kid, but, you know, like I told him last night, life throws you curves, man, and fate intervenes in our lives at times, and you got to deal with it. And you got to use it as a positive. I said, the greatest thing is you've come here and established who you are in a short period of time, and you're still going to be a part of our team and a part of our family. And you're in one of the best programs, if not the best, in the country, and you're a part of that team. So, you know, did well. I mean, all our kids, I mean, you know, he did well in school. We ended up having a 2.7 grade point average this term. I mean, it's a little bit, it's not the 3.0 that we want, but a 2.7, you know, and here's what's crazy about basketball. Basketball only has 13 players. So what happens if 2 guys screw up? It drops that overall. Now, football, you got 90 guys. You have to have 40 of them screw up to drop it. And I'm not trying to kill football, but I'm just saying. In basketball, you got 13. Now, last year, obviously, we had 10, and all 10 did well. 1 was a little bit shaky, but the other guys did well, and we were at 3.16, 3.14. This summer, we were 3.16. 2.7, it's okay. Not what we want, but like I said, I'm happy with the guys.